Okay, so hi Shifu, 新年快乐.
Hello，你好，新年快乐。
So this is our first one back after the Christmas and New Year period.
Yeah.
Here in Europe. And how are you, Shifu? How have you been the last couple of weeks?
Doing good. Has started working on my new place, new school now. It's right now I'm on the mountain on my new school.
Nihonmo. You're very busy.
Kind of. Yeah.
So we'll be back now to weekly stories every Monday, and we get the recordings out normally Monday or Tuesday. So this week, what story do you have for us from Legends?
Okay, this week I probably like this talk about Grandmaster Zhang San Feng, how he created the Taijiquan.
Right.
And so there's a few versions of Zhang San Feng who created Taijiquan. One version is, so Zhang San Feng, in his dream, the Zhenwu was Dianhua. Zhenwu was teaching him the Taijiquan. Then when he wake up, he can do Taijiquan. So that's one version. Yeah. There's another version is Zhang San Feng watch. He saw a snake fighting with the bird, with the Shichu. The bird's name is the Shichu. So
because I've seen the pictures in Purple Heaven Temple shows a magpie, a black and white bird.
Yes, magpie. Yeah.
But someone else said it was a sparrow, like a small bird. Which bird do you normally hear it is?
Yeah, the body is black, on the wing has a white dot.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like a magpie. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the snake was being soft, and the bird was being attacked straight. Then the softness overcome the hardness. So he learned from the softness. Zhang San Feng understand from the softness can overcome the hardness. So that's the story on the Purple Heaven Temple. We can see the picture on the temple wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a very famous story, right, Shifu?
Yeah. It's on the wall. Oh, that's actually on the same picture. Also have the dream that Zhang San Feng was in a dream about Zhenwu teaching somebody teaching Zhang San Feng in a dream too.
So when the snake overcame the magpie, the snake, it was using softness, but to finally win the fight, it then attacked the magpie, right?
Yeah. What do you say again, please?
So the snake was being soft, and like the bird was coming in, and the snake was like being soft and yielding. The snake was like yin to the bird yang.
Yeah.
But then to win, the snake finally did attack the bird.
They can yield and they go around. They can get control the bird, like he can catch bird.
Yeah. And at that time, when Zhang San Feng had these dreams or had this experience, was he a practitioner of more external martial arts? Like, had he gone to Shaolin?
Yeah.
Was he he's a practitioner of Chan Chuan?
Yes. He already has a kung fu. Yes.
So his kung fu was quite hard at that point. It was very external.
Yeah. It's not quite hard. Just after in Wudang, he more being the softer side, the more in.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so he had this understanding of softness in yin and the power in martial arts from softness.
Yeah.
And then he started to develop Tai Chi from this understanding.
Yeah, then starting have made the Taijiquan. Yes, being soft, slow, being stillness, even stillness, being soft and slow.
Yeah. Do you think this would have been very strange for his students to suddenly be learning soft and slow movements after maybe doing more external styles?
It's strange.
It's a new experience for his students too, to be learning this from him.
Yeah, it's a very different way of training.
Yeah. Wow. So that's an interesting one. Do you find so I know you've taught different people. Do you find that some students they've maybe done different martial arts before and they can be quite powerful but very tight and rigid in their bodies, and you have to teach them how to be soft?
Yeah, it's have to teach them how to be more relaxed, being soft, being loose.
Yeah. Sometimes people come to my classes and they've done maybe karate before and they're very tense, very, very tense. Their muscles are very tense and tight.
Yeah, you take them, so they go in like a different way. Going too far, they need to come back, then go another way. So it's like almost take a longer process than the normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said last time that you were when you guys were first learning studying under your master, you did Gong Fu first and then Tai Chi later on, yeah? You did first 3 years just Gong Fu.
Yeah, it's Gong Fu, yeah. That's the foundation.
Yeah. Did you learn softness even in the Gong Fu, in the Wudang style? Or did you have to, when you switched to Tai Chi, did you have to learn how to be more soft?
When we learn Kung Fu, it is we learn both yin and yang, soft and hard. Yeah, we same time we put the soft, this relax. Before you do Fajin, you have the relax, and have the Fajin. Yeah.
So even at the beginning, when you were learning all the kicks and the punches, you were learning the softness as well?
Yeah.
I think that must be unique to Wudang Gong Fu. Many other forms of Gong Fu in China can also be too hard, right? Just hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I do love the story of John Woo and the bird and the snake. My friend said he actually did see someone I know who's Master Yuan's disciple. He was at South Cliff Temple and saw a bird defending its nest of eggs and a snake trying to attack the bird. So he saw this in Wudang near South Cliff Temple.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That must be very special, right? To see that.
Yeah. How will he record it?
Yeah, he just said in the story, he never had a video. It's a shame. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then thinking about your life, Shifu, well, maybe we could start with when did you have your first when did you first appreciate Tai Chi? When did you have your moment of actually, you said you've done a lot of Kung Fu training and you tried Tai Chi. When did you discover?
I think the third year, the second end of the second year of everyday training. So the end of the second year or the third year, we started to do Tai Chi. So when we started Tai Chi, we understand that sometimes the movement, we understand the Kung Fu better because it takes a longer time to relax, and you have the time to have the time to understand the movement, how it goes, and understand that where the energy come from, the force come from.
Yeah.
Make the movement more smooth.
Yeah. And has your experience of Tai Chi or the way you practice Tai Chi, has that changed over the years? Like you practicing Tai Chi now?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it different to when you were younger?
I think so. Before we train, we do Kung Fu every day, train every day Kung Fu. So in the Tai Chi, we can see a lot of Kung Fu energy. Yeah, now we train less Kung Fu. We do more slower, like Qigong. So our Tai Chi is the Kung Fu element maybe less, more mentally, more like Qigong side.
Does it feel different for you when you practice the Tai Chi form now than maybe many years ago?
Oh, sometimes I feel like when I started to do Tai Chi long time ago, when we the whole form, maybe 20% or 30% feel the smooth energy. Yeah, now we can get a 40, 50, sometimes get a 90% the smooth.
Wow.
So that's the little different.
So we have to keep practicing over our whole lives, keep working on our practice of Tai Chi and our forms to feel that increase in energy.
Yeah, not afterwards. Always smooth. One move to the other move, connecting smooth.
Yeah. Okay. So I think last time we said we would talk a little bit about your first trips abroad when you left China to go to other countries. So where was your first trip out of China?
Out of China in 1996, went to Singapore.
And what did you do in Singapore, Shifu?
What
was the reason for your trip? Was it to do a competition?
Oh, it was
for
a performance, for a Wudang Kung Fu performance. It's only in the San Feng school. Only my master bring. Oh, okay. That's actually that's a Bagua master and a different style of Tai Chi master. So there's a few styles together actually. But more than half of the performer is from our school, from my Kung Fu brothers.
What was that like for you? Your first trip to a different country?
Yeah, it was mind blowing. We see almost like from the Chinese countryside you see Chinese countryside is very raw. So like almost like a feel from the countryside to go to a big city.
Yeah.
1996. Yeah, especially before 1996 we don't really go to big cities much. Didn't go. So we went to Singapore. Everything's so modern. Everything's so new.
Yeah, it's a huge city, Singapore, right? It's an amazing place.
Yeah.
And did you fly? Did you take a plane?
Yeah, we fly. Yeah, was the first time fly. So on the plane, how many hours I forgot. So the whole hours I didn't close eyes. Look outside the clouds.
Yeah. Wow. And and after Singapore, where was your next trip?
After Singapore was a Macau. Actually went to Taiwan too. Taiwan 1997. Taiwan.
Yeah.
Then 2002 went to Macau, Hong Kong and Macau.
And how did Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau? What were they like for you? Because obviously still part of Chinese culture, but maybe slightly different too.
Yeah, everybody is welcoming, of course. They speak same Chinese, Mandarin. Yeah, was Singapore is just a little less than Singapore. Singapore is few people speak Mandarin.
Yeah. Had you learned any other languages at this point in your life?
Oh, just English and Chinese.
You spoke a little bit of English
by then no. I started 2000. But in Macau, Hong Kong, we don't need to use any English because we with our group. It's not living by myself.
And did you say that on one of these trips you went with some practitioners of Xuan Pai as well?
Yeah, that's 2002. We went with Xuan Wu Pai, with also Song Xi Pai, Norman Pai. So we together did a performance from the Macau.
Yeah. Was that the first time you had been with other styles of Wudang, other lineages of Wudang?
Actually, then 2000, we did with Shaolin, with Emei, Kunlun, with other mountains together too in 2000.
Wow, I would have loved to have seen those performances.
Yeah, with the whole China, 6 schools, different schools.
So what was that like to see other styles of Gong Fu?
We see them online or on video. Sometimes we know them because some practitioners came from Shaolin, they come to Wudang. So we saw their style before.
Ah, okay, I see. Yeah. And then when was the first time you went to America, Shifu?
Was 2002.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's for New York. We had a seminar and the performance in New York.
So was that very different? Was that like very different culture for you to visit?
That's the biggest change. Yeah, biggest.
Yeah. And then that started a big relationship for you with America because you've been many times to America since then, yeah?
Since then, 2002. Then the second time I came to United States, it was 2006. Then I started to live there. Not many times, only 2002, then 2006, I lived there.
Uh-huh. And did you have a contact? Did you have someone who you knew in America? How did you first have your first trip? Yeah.
The first trip was my master's Kung Fu brother. So he's my Kung Fu uncle. He lives in New York. He invited us to teach in his school and teach in around the United States. Many is a New York area. We did a few seminars.
So is your Kung Fu uncle, is he a Wudang practitioner in New York?
He came from south of China. He went to the United States. That was 1992. So he did a southern style of kung fu, and he came to Wudang in the 90s. Came to Wudang for a while. I'm not the clear one. So he went to Wudang a few times.
Yeah. Great.
He's still teaching Wudang in the United States.
Great. Okay. Okay.
So
Wonderful.
in 2006, I came to the United States. That's because of him. He invited me to teach in his school.
And so you were in New York teaching Wudang style?
Oh, the second time when I came to him, he moved to Colorado. So I started in Colorado.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Is that where you recorded the videos?
Yeah.
Lots of videos of you doing like, yeah, there's the video of you doing Bashiangun by the lake. Is that Colorado?
Oh, that's 2009. That's 3 years later. I went a field trip by myself with a student.
Nice.
Yeah, a road trip by myself.
Yeah. So when you first started to teach in America, what was that like for you? Was teaching people in America, was that different to teaching people in China?
They're different. It's a lot easier to teach. Let me see. The big difference, we train every day. Who doesn't matter what age, they come to Wudang, they train every day and a few hours per day. In the United States, a couple hours per week.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it's how take a long time to jump to get another level of the practice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the hard thing, right? In outside of China, people are working to actually do the regular training every day. It's important to try and do that, right? If possible.
Yeah, it's much better. You don't do any every day to the practice, and you really don't have to do anything else. That's grow the fastest grow.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Thank you, Shifu. Thank you for the stories today.
You're welcome.
Okay. So we'll see you next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. 再见.
再见.